Welcome to all of you who are joining. The stream will begin soon. For now, just sit tight, relax, and enjoy the eventual show. Oh, looks like we already got a few people in. Hello, everybody. We'll be beginning soon. Don't you worry. According to Stevie McDonut, he has a sex dungeon dedicated to me. Well, that's some wild stuff. I can't say I'm not honored, but still, that's a little too wild for me. Oh, we got a first-timer with Lucas over here. Well, welcome to your first stream. It will begin soon. Please, save all your questions until the proper stream begins. Because, you know, it'll be a little nicer that way. Okay, looks like enough people are here. Let's get this show on the road, Goulash. Welcome, everybody, to Dr. Wolfula After Dark, a late-night talk show where you can ask questions or just hang out with Doc. Now, without further ado, the man of the hour, Dr. Wolfula. Greetings, everybody, it's me, your lovable host, Dr. Wolfula. Welcome to my little late-night talk show, Dr. Wolfula After Dark. Ask any questions you feel like asking, and I'll try to answer them. But just so you know, I'm more likely to see your questions if you donate to Super Chat. Just saying. But anyway, let's read what's going on in the chat. Alrighty, Xspawn13 says, cool RE2 stream. Any plans for part 2? Yes, there are plans to continue that Let's Play, or I guess stream. Didn't go so well, admittedly. I kinda fucked up the gameplay. Like, I got stuck, admittedly. I got stuck. But, you know, a lot of people were encouraging. Not everybody was an asshole. Some people were assholes. I didn't appreciate that, but, what are you gonna do? Hopefully, next time I do better. But, you know, I kind of redeemed myself at the end, fighting that final boss. If you haven't seen that stream, it's up, it's archived, so check it out, give it a watch, and, give me some more ad revenue. Boy. Let's see, what else is saying? What else are people saying in the chat? Michael Blanchard says, are you afraid of Damien Leone? No, I'm not afraid of him. I'm afraid of what he might be capable of. I guess that means I'm afraid of him, but, you know, I'm not afraid of his movies, that's for sure. In case you don't know, Damien Leone, directed pretty much the Clown movies. And thank you, Mist Ake. I appreciate the money. Damien Leone directed the Art the Clown movies, All Hallows Eve, Terrifier. I didn't enjoy either of them, but I think Art is a cool idea. It is just a scary clown, but it's a cool-looking scary clown. My hope is that they can finally crack it and figure out, what to do with that character, like, to make him interesting. Let's see. What are people saying in the chat? Do I like the Jurassic Park series, says Mr. Weirdo. I love the first movie, and I kind of like the second movie. Third movie is kind of mediocre. Really kind of mediocre, honestly, but I enjoy the second movie. Like, it has some cringy moments. It has some weird, stupid Spielberg things that are kind of annoying, like, you know, Ian Malcolm has this daughter that can is a gymnastics, I guess, wonderkind, and they have to integrate that into the plot by having her fucking swing into fucking velociraptors. Like, it was so silly and stupid. Like, it had a lot of stupid moments, but a lot of cool moments, too. It made it worth it, but yeah, not as good as the first movie. First movie's a really great, classic, sort of, you know, just a little sort of almost horror style sci-fi thriller. Just, just a fun movie. I didn't really enjoy Jurassic World, though, and I didn't see the sequel to Jurassic World. Jurassic World was kind of not for me. It felt a little too... It felt like they were going down the route of just dumb action movie. But, what are you gonna do? Let me make sure okay. Whoops, I might have fucked up my lip sync. Hopefully it's okay. Let's see, what are people saying? Jeremiah Espinoza says, "Hey, what's good, Doc? How you doing?" I'm doing okay. It's kind of a basic question, but I appreciate the asking it. Alrighty. Did you catch Velvet Buzzsaw? Not yet. I'm interested in seeing Velvet Buzzsaw. It looks really good. Like, it's from the guy who did Nightcrawler. So I'm very intrigued. I want to see what it's like. I need to review it, actually. You guys keep reminding me about it. I really need to cover that shit. I really do. Also, I'm kind of curious. I can't really tell, like, while I'm doing this. How's my lip sync? I hope it's okay. Like, I'm gonna stop talking right now. Hopefully the lip sync is okay. Like, okay, lips look... It's bad, according to Push the Button. Oh, no. I guess I'll find out. Oh, boy, I hope it's not super shitty. Because I thought I fixed it, but it might not look so great. In actual practice. I did so many tests. Hopefully it's okay. Alrighty. Have I seen the 2019 Child's Play trailer, Mr. M says. Yes, I have. I made a video all about it. You guys should... Some of you guys, it feels like, some of you guys don't watch my videos when you ask some of these questions. Like, what's your favorite horror movie? Like, just watch my videos. It's such a simple... It's such a simple question. Come on. Okay. Apparently, people in the chat are saying the lip sync is okay. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. That's what I like to see. Oh, Zach Robinson even says, the sync looks pretty damn accurate to me. Okay, it's good to know I fixed that. It's good to know I worked that out. I guess I'll find out in retrospect. Okay. Maniacal Matt says, how do you feel about creepypasta movies that aren't ARGs like Marble Hornets? Creepypasta movie. I know they made the Slender Man movie, but I guess maybe that can kind of technically be considered an ARG. I don't think there has been really any... I think the only really good creepypasta adaptation I can think of is, Channel Zero, that anthology series that kind of takes creepypastas, but takes them into completely new directions. Like, I really like that series. It's worth watching if you haven't seen it. I've only seen the first 2 seasons, but I enjoyed them. So, definitely check them out. Give them a watch. I believe they're all on Shudder. So, definitely give those a watch. Alrighty. Okay, James Acosta says, how did you pull off the animated lip sync? It's cool. Well, I used a program called Adobe Character Animator, and basically what you do, it's pretty simple. You just kind of draw a character in Photoshop, you put all the pieces together in Photoshop, and then you basically assign each piece a different name. So, for instance, my eye is called Right Eye, and on top of that layer, there's a layer that's called Blink, and Character Animator will automatically blink it when I'm actually blinking. And it uses a webcam footage, like live webcam footage, to basically sync everything up, along with a microphone. It's pretty high-tech shit. And I'm proud of myself for innovating in this way. I'm such an innovator. I really have to give myself a round of applause. But, I don't have that animation, so I can't do that. But, I'm ahead of my time. That's all I'm gonna say. Wyatt Chambers says, you're the coolest to me, Dr. Wolfula. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you. I wouldn't be here without you, sir. That's not true, but thank you anyway. Thank you. Ninja Assassin 714 says, thoughts on Cam? I didn't see it, but I was intrigued by the concept. But, just, a horror movie with some, naked chicks. It's on Netflix. I need to check it out. I really do. I really do. It looked pretty interesting. It looked like it was a potential mind-bender kind of horror flick. Ah. B-Side Malone says, your live videos are cool, but your innovative animations are way freaking cooler than seeing you do your shows live, bro. Alright, well, I'm not totally sure. I guess you're kind of praising, I guess maybe the news videos, I guess? I don't know, But thank you anyway. You did give me praise either way, yeah. Gotta Hurt the Albertosaurus says, you are better than Nostalgia Critic. Damn straight I am. I'm better than anybody, but thank you. The Steeler... Thank you, sir. The Steeler N9NE85. Well, that's a kind of complex name. He says, hey, Doc, thoughts on the new Avengers and Godzilla? I'm looking forward to the new Avengers just to see how it'll end. Like, I want to know how they're gonna finally fucking end these movies. Like, end this arc. It's been... 11 years since this whole thing started. I'd like to finally see it, you know, fucking end. Just fucking end already. Like, but I'm also curious to see how they end it. Like, what characters die, what characters live. If any characters fucking die. Like, these fucking Marvel movies love to pull their punches. I guess we'll see. Hopefully it works out. But let me see, But you also mentioned the new Godzilla. I'm looking forward to it. It's by Michael Dougherty. He did Trick or Treat and Krampus. I'm looking forward to that. I haven't actually seen any of the trailers, though. I really do need to. But also, YouTuber Critic, thank you for the generous donation. Dr. Wolfula is better than any critic. Damn straight I am. Damn straight. Thank you, sir. Alright, let's see. What other questions do we got here? Mr. Weirdo says, what do you think about confused reviews? I am familiar with that young man. At least I think I know. At least I think I know who you're talking about. He seems like a nice guy. Oblivious G says, who do you want to see play the next Batman? I don't really have any preferences. Yeah, not really. Like, just whoever's the most Batman, and it's just sort of hard to describe. Like, because it's sort of just one of the biggest fucking roles ever in pop culture. Like, it's fucking Batman. It's Batman, so it's sort of hard to say who I want to play him. He's, like, just such a big deal. So, you know, hopefully... Oh, shit. Yeah. Oh, shit. I'm kind of, frame rate dropping a bit. Oh, man. Yeah, that was bad. Let me see if I can fix that. And I think I know what's causing the frame rate dropping. That's not good. Let me see if I can fix this. Okay. Did you watch Battle Angel? What did I think? I did not see it, but it just seemed way too fucking silly. It just seemed... Just based on the eyes alone. I don't know why they decided to go that way, but, hopefully it turns out good when I see it on fucking home video, because I'm not going to the theater to find out what it's like. Thank you for the generous donation, Mopsy Warner. Let's see, what did you say? Hey, dude, what do you think of Weezer? I can't say I don't even know what... I know it's a band, but I can't say I've ever heard a Weezer song. Maybe I have, and I just never knew the band's name. I couldn't say, but thank you for the donation, sir. Alright. Honking Humans 2 says, Leprechaun Hood Review. Maybe. I'm kind of working on the Halloween review right now, the new Halloween, a re-review actually, so maybe if I have some time, because this new Halloween review is going to be really fucking long, so if I have time, I'll see if I can do Leprechaun, but you know, I did a Leprechaun movie in January, so, you know, I feel like I got my Leprechaun fix for the year, I think, maybe. Alright. Sunny Rock just says, yeah, what's up, Doc? Nothing much, just doing a live stream. Gotta Hurt the Albertosaurus says, I wish I could donate money to you. Don't you worry, don't you fret, it's not a big deal. Alright, Dabby Roki says, what is your favorite childhood movie? Let me think. Childhood movie. Childhood movie. I mean, I never really had much of a childhood, but I guess a children's movie that I watched a lot. Maybe Space Jam. I watched that movie fucking a lot. I don't know if in retrospect it's all that great, but I watched that movie a fucking lot. And, it was pretty fucking revolutionary seeing Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny on the screen at the same time playing basketball for some reason. Yeah, that stuff was fucking cool. But, yeah, actually, it was a classic movie. I don't know why I'm even, questioning it. Yeah, it was a classic movie, yeah. How do you feel about the god-awful Slender Man movie, says Not Charging? I'm actually curious about reviewing it. I really should. It's probably super shitty. I'll probably have a fun time reviewing it. Yeah, I really need to see it. I saw the trailer and I thought it was just filled with all of the cliches you could possibly imagine. Just every single fucking cliche. I'm so afraid that this, the animation might not be working because, I really hope the animation is working okay, because I'm really, I got that anxiety, because my shit is slowing down a little bit. Hopefully it's okay. I need constant reassurance that things are going okay when I stream, because I'm always scared. I'm always scared while streaming, but let's see. Wilderness Style says, I agree with your thoughts on Terrifier. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you. It's good to know that somebody agrees with me. Okay, let's see. Revengean Francisco says Space Jam 2 is going to be bad. I don't know. I mean, if it's CGI, if they make the animation totally CGI, then the animation is a bit slow. Oh, that's not good. Okay, let's see what I can do. If they make Bugs Bunny like a fucking CGI character, then it's going to suck. But, hopefully they don't do that. That's all I'm going to say. It's got to be 2D. Okay, hopefully okay, yeah, there was a bit of a... Yeah, okay, now the animation should run a little better now, because I got rid of a thing that was possibly slowing it down. Hopefully it works a little better now. Let me see, let me catch up on my, comments in the chat. Alrighty, let's see. Josh Newman says, which movie would be cool to see? Michael Myers versus Jason or Freddy versus Michael Myers? Michael Myers versus Jason? So either Michael Myers with Freddy or Jason. I feel like it would make more sense for Michael Myers and Jason to fight than Freddy. I feel like Jason and Freddy were just a match made in heaven. But Michael Myers, he's got to fit in. He's got to fit in with somebody that's, not as supernatural. Jason's a little supernatural, but not that supernatural. And also, thank you, Cardboard Kenny, for the generous donation. $5 for your nerves. I don't know what that means exactly, but thank you, sir. Alrighty. George Mead says, Doc, do you think Rob's 3 from Hell will be good? I mean, so far, all I know about it is that it's a horror, courtroom drama, it seems, so hopefully it's good. Chris Musgrove says, live-action Scooby-Doo sequel or animated Scooby-Doo released in theaters? Live-action Scooby-Doo sequel or animated Scooby-Doo released in theaters? Let me think. Part of me would like to see another go at live-action, but, we've never had an animated Scooby-Doo in theaters, so, maybe it's about time we finally got that. I think it's about time. I really hope we do get a Scooby-Doo movie in theaters someday soon, because it's been a long, long time. It's been a very long time. James Stewart says, do you have any more horror movies to review? Yes, I do. The new Halloween, and I guess after that new Halloween review, I'm going to probably do, the Hatchet series, actually. Because, a very generous fan just sent me, on top of an Xbox during Christmas time, they just sent me a collection of Scooby-Doo figures that are really cute and really, really nice, so they asked me to review Hatchet, so I'm going to do that next. It's about time. It's about time. Let's see. What are people saying? Diego Corrales says, I hope I said your name right, would you care for Ash from the Evil Dead to cross over with another horror icon. I know there was a comic with him versus Freddy and Jason, but an actual film idea would be great. Okay. Would I like to see Ash cross over with another horror icon? I don't know if he really necessarily fits in anywhere. I feel like the most likely scenario is him being with Freddy and Jason. I think that's the only real scenario that makes sense. You know, just because we already had that, you know, already. But, you know, maybe, yeah, I can't really think. I guess maybe the Cenobites make sense, because at least they're sort of, you know, at least similarly named to Deadites. But I guess maybe that's the most likely case besides Freddy and Jason for Ash to cross over with. Mopsy Warner donated again. Thank you, sir. Hi again, really big fan. You smoke that good green? Maybe from time to time, you know, if I catch your meaning. Batman Wayne says, will you review the Nun / The Conjuring series? Thank you for the donation. Maybe the Nun. I feel like reviewing a killer nun movie would just be ripe for comedic potential. I have not seen... I saw The Conjuring, I believe. Then again, I get all these supernatural horror movies confused with each other, but, maybe I will review the Conjuring or the Nun, but most likely the Nun. I feel like that has the most comedic potential. A fucking killer nun. What will they think of next? My horror nun is the one from Silent Night, Deadly Night. Thank you very much. Lucas Squirpets says, thank you for the donation. What are your thoughts on Mr. X, the fedora-wearing tyrant from the Resident Evil 2 remake? I think he's gonna give it to me. I definitely think that. But, I don't know. He seems like he's probably gonna kick my ass when I play the game. But as far as... I don't know. He doesn't look all that scary to me necessarily out of context. But the idea of this super hulking dude is very intimidating and sort of scary. Like, the fact that I'm pretty sure he's totally unkillable until the very end of the game. That's gonna suck. That is gonna suck. Aiden Frost says, how do you feel about the Scooby-Doo and Supernatural crossover? You know, I never saw that, and I really probably should have, but I have no interest in Supernatural, and I don't know why there was a Supernatural crossover to begin with. That just seems like a really random idea, but I guess maybe they have some connection with each other, at least thematically. I guess they're young men. And you know, honestly, though, the actors playing the supernatural dudes are not fucking young anymore, but whatever. You know, young people who solve mysteries, I guess, except supernatural mysteries are actually supernatural. I don't know, but I never saw it. It seemed like it would probably be an interesting thing to check out. It seemed like maybe it was dark Scooby-Doo for a change, but I don't know, Pokemon 115 says, have you ever made a video you hated? Have I ever made a video I hated? I feel like all the videos I made the first few years, I hate. For sure. I didn't necessarily hate them after doing them. Like, right after doing them, but I certainly hate them now. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? But recently, though, let me think if there's a video I made recently that I hated. I can't think of one that I hate. I feel like maybe I kind of sort of hate the the first live-action Scooby-Doo review I did, just because the audio was still bad, like it was before I got my good mic, so I feel kind of bad about that video, because it was a long video, it was a passion project, but in retrospect, the audio was really bad, and I should have waited until just a little longer, because not long after that video, I got a better mic, and I should have just waited. I should have just waited. Damn it. Alrighty. Braith Best says, hi, Doc. Do you like Vienna sausage? Also, you seen a parody of all the horror characters versus each other? You're not very specific about... there's a lot of horror movie parodies, but I do like Vienna sausage. Yeah, that stuff is spicy and tasty and good. You know, if it's made properly, that's what I'm all about. That good Vienna sausage. J Breed Brown says, I love the first Scooby-Doo video, bro. Well, I like it too, except the audio. I wish I waited until I had better audio quality. That shit sucks to listen to in retrospect. Just because of the audio quality. And maybe my voice was a little... Still maybe not quite where it needed to be. I don't know. Alrighty. Roman Reigns Lopez says, Hi, Dr. Wolfew. You're a good YouTuber. Keep up the good work, Doctor. Well, thank you, sir. That's not a question, though, but thank you, sir. Victor Von Doom says, Hi, Doc. How would you react to Leatherface versus Michael Myers? That's not something I want. I feel like Leatherface... I like Leatherface best when he's treated like he's a killer that actually existed. Like, I like it when he's treated as an actual true crime serial killer. I don't like it when they are like, yeah, guess what? Leatherface actually exists in a fictional world. We're not even gonna be bothering with the whole based on a true story shit. Like, to me, putting because, you know, they made a comic with Leatherface and Jason meeting. That's a bad decision. It was a decent comic, I guess, for what it was, but I don't want to see Leatherface team up or meet up or whatever versus anybody. I like him treated as, like, a real killer that exists in our world. Like, just, you know, don't ruin the immersion. Don't ruin it for me, please. T-Wolf22 says, Can you please get me a waffle? Well, since you asked so nicely, no, I will not get you a waffle, because that's caps lock. That's caps lock, sir. That's not nice. B-Side Malone says, Thoughts on Seed of Chucky? I personally love it. Am I crazy for that? I felt like a lot of the humor was kind of bad. Like, it was pretty bad humor, and it had a lot of it. It wasn't just that it was like a Chucky movie with, like, you know, some bad humor in it. It was pretty much a Chucky comedy with just a lot of bad jokes in it, and it just went on forever. Like, it wasn't much of a horror thing. It was just too weird and comedic, and just not really what I want out of a Chucky flick. But you know, it's up to you. Some folks like it, and I'm not gonna blame them. For what it is, it's okay. It's a nice little fun time, I guess. You know, if you kind of ignore a lot of the dumb jokes. But Harry Dick says, "Why are you so sensitive, sir?" I take great offense to that. I take great offense to that, sir. I'm not sensitive. I'm not sensitive at all. Benjamin Appleman says, Fave music group? I'm gonna have to go with Big Bad Voodoo Daddy. Yes, sir. Great fucking band. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get a, let me see. I'm trying to see if I can get a live chat in the, no, I can't. Okay, so I'm stuck with what I got for looking at the chat, which I can't scroll through if I miss a question. Ah, damn it. Xbon13 says, your idea for your own horror movie, Doc? For my own horror movie? I don't really want to share it because, you know, it might get stolen, and I feel like it, I don't know. I'll share it when I'm ready. I'll share it when I'm ready, yeah. Lucas Skrpritz says, what do you think of the CGI Will Smith genie? I think maybe the trailer was sort of trying to, and also thank you for the donation, I think maybe the trailer was trying to generate some hate buzz, because if you look back at an Entertainment Weekly cover, they show Will Smith not blue and shit. They show him looking more like a regular Will Smith. So I think the CGI blue genie, I think it only shows up in that one scene, because that's the only scene they show in the trailer. I think for the rest of the movie, he's a little more normal looking. Like, I think they'll figure it out. But the CGI genie is definitely fucking weird looking, and I'd hope that it's not that way the whole movie, but I think they're definitely trying to They're definitely trying to mislead you. Like, I think he's not going to be a fucking weird blue Dr. Manhattan-looking thing for the whole movie, that's for sure. Hopefully not. Damn it, hopefully fucking not. Let's see. Michael Blanchard says, what is your second favorite horror film? My second favorite? I guess maybe Halloween. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is my favorite. But admittedly, my favorite villain is Michael Myers. Like, you know, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is my favorite movie, but my favorite fucking villain is Michael Myers, for sure. Like, just, he's a cool dude. That guy's cool. Ever seen Darkman, says Chris Musgrove. I have indeed. I have seen Darkman. Though I haven't seen it in a very long time, but I did enjoy it. Liam Neeson is really good in it. Very unexpected in that kind of movie, too. A great Sam Raimi film. But I haven't seen it in a very, very long time. And I really would like to see it again sometime soon, and maybe even review it, too. Really good movie. I need to see more of Sam Raimi's other movies besides just Evil Dead, Spider-Man, and, you know, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all the Sam Raimi movies I end up seeing. XGen4205 says, thanks for the voice message last week or so. Well, thank you, sir. I guess you're talking about Instagram. Well, thank you. Yeah, sometimes I'll respond to Instagram messages with an actual recorded message. So, you know, if you message me on Instagram and it's not a total shit post, I might respond to it. You know, as long as it's not like, you know, the typical, hey, can you review this movie for me? Maybe not, but, Anthony Ferreira says, Ghostface versus Leatherface. That would be way too fucking meta, and I'm not down for it. I am not down for it. That's the last thing I fucking want at this point. Ghostface versus Leatherface. That would just totally ruin my whole year if that ever came out. Damn it. Harry Dick says, is The Silence of the Lambs a horror film? Yeah, it's a horror film. It has a lot of great dramatic elements, but it's a horror movie, and it won an Oscar, so when a horror movie did win an Oscar, they just didn't want to treat it like a horror movie, because horror movies have a bad reputation, unfortunately. Xspawn13 says, worst interaction with a fan. This interaction right now. But seriously, I've had some bad interactions with fans here and then. I was just trying to see if I could fix my my animation. I've had some bad interactions with fans. Like, hopefully nobody's had bad interactions with me, but some fans can be a little too prying a little too much, like trying to. Yeah, I honestly don't like it when fans sort of just I guess get a little too personal, like trying to get into my private life. Yeah, I don't really like that. Like, if I bring something up, that's fine. But, if you're just sort of approaching me out of nowhere, like, hey, Dr. Wolfula, where do you live? Like, just shit like that. Just, no, I'm not gonna do that. No, I'm not gonna tell you my address. Like, that's just an example, but don't do that. Wraith Best says, how in the heck did the producers get the idea for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Also, great work. You're doing great. How did they get the idea for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Well, I know Toby Hooper was at a hardware store and saw a chainsaw and was like, that would be a good way to kill people. And I guess that was kind of it for the most part. I mean, they were also inspired by Ed Gein, so, yeah. But it was honestly a confluence of just really great ideas and great creative people making that movie happen and make it special. I saw actual got a comment earlier today, or maybe it was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. Somebody saying, the remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre is super great. The original fucking sucks. Like, the original is super cheesy and simple and stuff, but I don't know. The remake sucks to me. I don't know. Jelly Jam says, what's your favorite video game? My favorite video game? Let me think. I'd say my favorite video game, at the moment, and I guess for a while now, has been Breath of the Wild, Zelda. Really enjoy that game. Really wish more games kind of imitated it, because I just love the, I just love the idea of being able to, from the very beginning of the game, like, just go wherever I wanted. Like, that's cool. Like, well, not from the very beginning, because there's the tutorial area, but I love that tutorial area. It feels like a very condensed version of the full game. I really enjoyed it, like, from beginning to end. The end was a little underwhelming as far as story-wise is concerned. I was hoping for a bit more with Ganon as a character, but I understand what they were going with. I enjoyed it for the most part. It was really just a great game, and I have played all the Zelda games. I've played through every single console Zelda game except for Zelda 2. I did not. I did not play that. I didn't really enjoy it. I got maybe past the first area at least, but not for me. But I played through all the console Zeldas, including Skyward Sword. Didn't enjoy that one so much, but whatever. I didn't really enjoy Wind Waker all that much either. But Lou Males asks, thoughts on 90s Night of the Living Dead remake? Oh yeah, that's actually one of the better remakes out there. It was by Tom Savini. He directed it, and of course, George Romero actually wrote the remake and he made some sort of... I feel like the remake does suffer from some... it feels like it's trying a little too hard to be, I guess, a little bit more PC than the original was. Like, trying a little too hard. Like, I appreciate that George Romero was trying to make Barbara more, confident, like, more capable and shit, but it gets really over the top in the remake. She just suddenly becomes this hardcore survivalist. Like, just went a little too far with that. But other than that, ultimately a really good remake, really enjoyable. But honestly, it was just an attempt to actually make money off of the original, because the original became public domain because they registered it all wrong. Like, they couldn't make money off the original movie, so yeah. So yeah, it was basically the original people involved with it just trying to make money off it. So it was a remake by the same people, so it kind of was a little redundant as a remake in that regard. So it wasn't like a new people coming to it. It was just the same people coming to it. Just maybe just modern day. Modern day. Well, modern day at the time. It was in the 90s. But, all the remakes since of Night of the Living Dead have been shitty, though. But it's mostly because it's public domain and anybody can remake that movie. So, yeah, that's a sort of tough situation there. Okay, what are people saying in the chat right now? XGen4205 asks, do you like Dawn of the Dead better than Day of the Dead? I like Dawn of the Dead better, but Day of the Dead was much more ambitious, but it just kind of suffered from a lower budget than what it needed, so it couldn't really do a lot of the cool ideas. Like, a lot of the movie does take place in a bunker, which isn't all that cool. Like, it could have been so much more crazy and epic in proportion, but, they didn't have the budget for it, unfortunately. But it was a good film. Day of the Dead was a good film, but Dawn of the Dead, it'll always be my favorite of the Romero zombie movies. Lou Mail says, and thank you for the donation, favorite horror movie soundtracks. Favorite horror movie soundtracks. I'd have to go with John Carpenter's Halloween as my favorite soundtrack. What would be second? Let me think. Because Carpenter's score is just fucking amazing. Like, just a really great, just straight to the point, just a great fucking horror score. Let me think of what my second favorite would be. It might actually be Nightmare on Elm Street. Perhaps. Like, I really do dig the theme of that series. Yeah, I guess I'd go with Nightmare on Elm Street as my second favorite score. Simon Housemith says, and thank you for the donation, a wild donation appears from the chat. Well, thank you, sir. Pokemon reference. I'm looking forward to the new Pokemon games, by the way. I'm a little disappointed by certain aspects of them. Motorcycle US says, and thank you for the donation, thoughts on Nightbreed. I have not actually seen Nightbreed yet, and I need to. Like, it's this really cool-looking Clive Barker movie that I have not seen yet. I've actually been meaning to review it, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I need to see it, though. It looks really cool. It looks very interesting. Damn it, I need to... I haven't seen all the movies. I need to see fucking Nightbreed for sure. That shit looks fucking cool. And I do have, like, a comic series spin-off of Nightbreed. It's really cool, but I have not seen the actual movie, though. I mostly inherited those comics, though, but, yeah, I gotta see the movie. Alrighty, what are people saying in the chat? Okay, Cody Hill says, have I seen the trailer for Doom Patrol? Well, the series is out now, but I used to have a DC Universe account, or a subscription to be more accurate, but I didn't really enjoy it all that much. I didn't enjoy the DC Universe platform because, well, they were kind of being stingy. Like, it felt like, they would release, for instance, they would release Identity Crisis, like that comic, and they'd release all the issues of that, but they wouldn't announce ahead of time that, oh yeah, these issues will only be up for a week. So I started reading that, and then, guess what? All of the issues are gone after a week. I'd read half of it. I didn't know I had a fucking time limit to read all of these. I didn't know I had to go out of my way to read every fucking issue within that week. Like, it sucks. Like, these are old comics, and they should be available for a lot longer than fucking a week. Like, they had they had the original 80s to the 90s Batman movies up, but they were only up for a month. Those are fucking old. Like, they were constantly rotating shit, and it just felt like they had less shit. Like, it felt like the only shit that was staying up was stupid, boring shit nobody cares about. Like, I mean, of course they had fucking Batman the Animated Series in HD, but it just felt like there wasn't a lot of great content, and of course, I don't know, I didn't really enjoy the few episodes I saw of Teen Titans. I didn't enjoy that, but Doom Patrol looks a little bit more interesting, I suppose. I just didn't agree with the dark, R-rated take on Teen Titans that they were going with. I don't know, it's not my cup of tea. Like, I feel like, the dark, gritty angle just doesn't work with everything. Like, it shouldn't be applied to everything. It should certainly be applied to Batman and shit like that, but I don't know, Teen Titans, not so much. Like, Teen Titans is more aimed at young audiences. Like, I don't know. I mean, I know the 80s series was pretty dark at times, but I don't know. Yeah. Lucas Skirpitz says, what underwear brand do you wear? And I've never actually thought of that, but I guess, let me check. Fruit of the Loom. Yes, Fruit of the Loom. Yeah, I never knew what kind of underwear I wore. Toxic Terror Ass, and thank you for the donation. You the man. Or Wolf? Eula, I guess? Piss off. Okay, that wasn't nice at the end, but thanks for the donation, sir. Ethan Hedrick says, are you looking forward to any upcoming horror movies? I guess just It Chapter 2. I guess that's pretty much it. I'd like to see how they handle the adult side of the story. Like, I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be cool. Hopefully, after the first movie being a hit, they kind of can make it a little better. Like, I felt like some of the CGI was a little, in the first movie, was just a little too overwhelming. Like, hopefully they cut back on the CGI. I don't know. Hopefully. JB Brown says, did you see Mother or the Momo shit? I heard about that Momo challenge thing, I guess. I don't know how these hackers can, like, basically integrate... Oh, man. Indigestion. I don't know how these hackers can integrate this challenge into videos, but it sounds fucking metal as shit. But by Mother, I think maybe you're talking about that one movie that came out with fucking Jennifer Lawrence in it. I actually haven't seen that, but I read a synopsis of it, and it sounded fucking crazy. It sounded really fucking weird, but maybe I'd enjoy it. Alrighty. Ethan Hardenberger says, how do you feel about the Last House on the Left remake? I never saw the remake. I'm not in a rush to see it. But I might see it one of these days to review it, but I never felt any desire to check out the remake. Sean Benjamin asks, and thank you for the donation, any interest in the upcoming Candyman reboot? I mean, it depends. Like, it seems like, Jordan Peele will be involved, so that seems like it would be interesting, and it bringing, an actual black perspective to Candyman. Like, Clive Barker was involved with the first movie, and, yeah, he's white, but still, it'll be interesting to see what he does with it, and hopefully the same actor will reprise the role as Candyman. Hopefully it's the same guy. I feel like it should be, and just carry on the series. Just, make it better. Make it good. Make it better than what a typical remake would be, I mean. Alrighty, let's see. Luke Simpson says, what are your thoughts on Michael Myers and Dr. Loomis parody? What are you talking about? You gotta be more specific than that. I don't know. That's probably the title of an actual video. Michael Myers and Dr. Loomis parody. Dawwe, D-A-W-W-E 88 says, did you like/watch the old Salem Slot TV movie? I did enjoy the original TV movie. I felt like it was pretty long, but I did enjoy it. I think it's funny that it has Fred Willard in it, but I don't really remember a lot of stuff from it besides the vampire. Like, the vampire was really cool, but I don't remember a whole lot that happened in it. Batman Wayne donated. Hi again, thoughts on the Weeping Woman movie? Oh, I almost missed that fucking question. Weeping Woman movie, I haven't heard of it, so I can't give you thoughts on it, but thank you for the donation, sir. I'll have to look into it so I can give you my thoughts in the future. Eddie Herta says, okay, so there's a podcast called the Michael and Loomis Hour, so I'm guessing it would be Dr. Loomis just talking to himself, unless Michael Myers is suddenly able to talk. So I guess I'll have to check that out. I was not aware of a Michael Myers and Dr. Loomis podcast at all. Okay. Undead Comics says, you seen Never Hike Alone? I have not seen it, but I did see the end of it. I did watch the end of it out of curiosity because I wanted to see Tommy Jarvis, but I didn't actually see the whole thing. I need to, and I might just make a video on it. I really do need to see it. Seems pretty cool, and it seems like a nice thing to check out in the meantime when we're fucking waiting forever for a new Friday the 13th movie, which probably won't come out anytime soon. Depressing. Depressing. Billy Mount says, Doc, did you hate the Scary Movie series? I didn't really particularly like it. The first time I watched the first Scary Movie, and I guess the second one too, I thought it was pretty funny for what it was at the time, but yeah, by today's standards, it's not peak humor at all. Yeah, that shit got old fast. Oh, okay, so Legister Awesome says, are you excited for Jay and Silent Bob reboot? I am looking forward to it. I enjoy Kevin Smith movies. Like, he's been releasing some pretty shitty movies in the past few years, maybe even past decade, but I enjoy his, the movies he's made that have Jay and Silent Bob in them, so I'm looking forward to this one. I feel like he's never made a really bad movie that has Jay and Silent Bob in it. He's made a lot of bad movies lately, but if they got Jay and Silent Bob in them, they've been pretty good. I think that might just be the key to his success. He's just gotta have those two guys in it. Alrighty, okay, let me see. Ronnie Perez says, when is your Halloween 2018 full analysis video coming? Well, that's the thing. I don't necessarily have, like, an actual date when it comes out. I'd never really make videos with that in mind, but hopefully soon. I'll try to get it out as soon as possible. It's gonna be a long video. It'll be worth the wait. Lou Mail asks, and thank you for the donation, Nightmare on Elm Street soundtrack or Creepshow soundtrack? I'll have to go with Nightmare on Elm Street soundtrack. Yeah. Are they by the same composer? Is that why you're asking, or, huh? But I do, yeah, the Creepshow soundtrack had, like, the the opening theme, like the theme that plays over the credits, is really cool. Really enjoy that score, but that's maybe the only one I can really recall off the top of my head. Sounded really cool. Just has that old school horror vibe, like really cool soundtrack there. And you know, the Nightmare on Elm Street score has just this haunting, atmospheric quality to it that just makes it really nice to listen to. Now, let's see. The Cobra Dragon says, are you going to do more Netflix horror movie reviews? I should, because I have Netflix, so, these movies are freely available. I really should, so I probably will. Eric Larkey says, and thank you for the donation, stumbled on your channel about 3 years ago, and I've been a fan ever since. Also, what are your thoughts on the Night of the Comet remake? I didn't know they were remaking that, but, I don't know. I feel like it's a bad idea to remake that movie, especially today. When it came out, it made sense for the time, like that kind of movie, but 2019, that seems a little weird. What's more important, Dr. Wolfula or sleep, says Lucas Scrippitz, and thank you for the donation. Dr. Wolfula or sleep? I'd say Dr. Wolfula 10 times out of 10, unless I'm sleeping, in which case, I'll take the sleep. I get plenty of me all the time. Let's see. Chaotic Catastrophe says, Netflix is a horror movie? No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay, Kevin Nava says, are you going to review Bird Box? I have never actually even seen it yet. I might review it, but I don't know. I feel like that movie's, was one of the biggest movies that came out last year as far as hype and buzz around it. Like, everybody was talking about it. I feel like that's too mainstream for me, and it might be too late for me to really say much of anything about that movie. I don't even know what it's about exactly, beyond, I guess, people aren't allowed to see, or else some scary shit will happen. Okay, I feel like I'm bugging out a little bit. Let's see if I can fix it. Okay, I think I fixed it a little bit better, hopefully. Alright, let's see. Michael Blanchard says, do you like Cinemassacre? I watched the Angry Video Game Nerd videos a lot years ago, but I haven't really kept up with it for a few years now, but I enjoyed the videos back in the day. Okay, Yash Plays Official says, do you fart? Is that like fucking my version of Do You Bleed with Batman? Like, kind of shitty question is that? Tell me, do you fart? You will. Let's see. Undead Comics says, you seen Vincent Malloy? I don't know what you're talking about. Is that an actor? Is that a movie? I don't know. Let's see. Victor Scheiman says, can you review The Omen? I probably should. I need to. Omen movies are pretty cool. Third movie is definitely an improvement over the second movie, for sure. Damn, that second movie fucking sucked. Alrighty. Lucas Scorpiot says, what is your favorite pizza topping? My favorite pizza topping? I'd have to say, I kind of really like mushrooms. Yeah, mushrooms are really good. Really like them. But to be gross, I'll say pineapple. Fucking pineapple. Like, I gotta be gross. Pineapple. Fruit does not belong on a pizza. God damn it. Oh, and thank you for that donation, Chris Musgrove. Really appreciate it. A movie you regret seeing. Let me think. A movie I regret seeing. Maybe that last movie I reviewed, because I had to see that fucking movie twice for a certain reason, but the last movie I reviewed was Camp Death 3 in 2D. I regret seeing that movie, and I regret seeing it more twice. And the reason why I saw it twice is because the filmmaker asked me to review it back in October, and that was months ago, and I kind of lost track of it. And he contacted me again, and he was actually willing to pay me to review his movie, and I was like, no, you don't have to pay me. I'll fucking do it. I'll fucking review it finally. Like, I don't do paid reviews, for one thing, but anyway, yeah, I had to watch it again just to refresh my memory, and I also I guess maybe they made some improvements over the movie, but still, it sucked. But Thank you for the generous donation, Nightmind. Great channel. Super chat love for After Dark fun. Yeah, thank you, sir. Yeah, man. Got a celebrity in the chat. Okay, let's see. The best sandwich. Mr. Shada says, what is the best version of Jason Voorhees? Let me think. The best version? I'd have to say Part 6. I love the Part 6 Jason. I love those fucking gloves. Maybe not the best actor, but, you know, I like C.J. Graham. I love Part 6 Jason. I just love those gloves, like, and the utility belt. The utility belt was so cool. Really fucking love that utility belt. Like, he just kept all his gadgets and weapons just on his belt, like, at all times. It's so cool. Really appreciated that, approach. Like, he felt like a superhero, but he was a killer. Like, it was a really cool idea. Because he is kind of this over-the-top superhero killer at his best. Like, I kind of wish they continued in that direction with Jason after Part 6. It was just so cool. Let's see. Victor Scheiman says, will you review Blackula? I was actually considering reviewing just a whole bunch of blaxploitation horror movies like last month for Black History Month, but then I was just like, that might seem a little weird coming from me. I don't know. I got cold feet, but I was considering it for a while, but I just didn't do it. Like, yeah, I didn't do it, but maybe next year I'll have a blaxploitation horror month going. Okay, let me see. Let's see. Billy Mount says, Doc, what are your thoughts on the Hellboy reboot? Well, the new trailer came out I think maybe yesterday it came out. And I guess my issue is that it seems a little too quippy. Like, the first trailer definitely made it seem like it was going to be really tame. But watching the new trailer, it's certainly going to have a lot of violence and a lot of profanity. But I don't know, I feel like a lot of the quips, you know, they seem like they're from Evil Dead. Like, they're the kind of quips, like, Hellboy's sounding a little too much like Ash from Evil Dead. And I don't know, I love Ash from Evil Dead, but I kind of just want, you know, Ash from Evil Dead to be in Evil Dead. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really like the jokester Hellboy all that much. I feel like, give him, you know, a comedic relief. Like, to me, he shouldn't be the comedic relief. I don't know. He seemed kind of staunch and stoic in the comics. I don't know. It's just my opinion, I guess, though. Let's see. Lucas Scripritz says, the Convergence is coming, and my pants are wet. I don't know what that means, but I'm scared. Undead Comics says, he looks ugly. What, sir, I hope you're not talking about me, because that's fucking bullying. Alrighty, let's see. Favorite Batman story? I'd have to say, Dark Knight Returns. Like, just really great Batman story. In case you guys don't know, that one dealt with an older Batman returning after long retirement, and Gotham has gone to hell, and they need Batman back. But, ironically, Batman returning, you know, somewhat fucks things up, because, he takes down the gang that's terrorizing Gotham, but he also inspires, you know, the likes of the Joker to come back, so, but it's a great story. Yeah, it's a great, just gripping tale. It's a little dated, as far as, because it's very 80s, but other than that, it's just great. I reread it last year. Like, I try to reread it every couple years or so, and it was a great time. As good as it's ever been. Alrighty, Ethan Hedrick says, what is your least favorite horror movie? It might be the Halloween remake, just because it was just not... It's just not what I wanted from a Halloween movie at all. Especially a remake. But, it wasn't the worst fucking movie ever. It's just not my favorite. Let's see. Gabby Rounds says, Dr. Wolfula, I love your channel. But question, is Chop Top an underrated character? Also, what is your opinion on Leatherface and Stretch's relationship? I ship Leatherface had stretched to the end of time, but, yeah, I feel like Chop Top is an underrated character. I feel like he should appear in more of the sequels, but maybe whoever owns the rights to the second movie, like, might be preventing that from happening. Maybe whoever is currently owning canon, like, maybe they kind of prevent, you know, Chop Top from appearing in anything else, because he's only appeared in that second movie, and they tried to make this spin-off movie, but, that never released, which is disappointing, so, yeah, he's pretty underrated. Hopefully we'll see Chop Top return in the future. I really, really hope so. I miss that character. Especially played by Bill Moseley. He's got to be played by Bill Moseley. He made an impression, I have to admit. He made an impression in just one movie. Like, that's saying something. Like, we're still talking about Chop Top, and he was only in one movie, and that came out in the mid-'80s, like, just years ago. Something else. A lot of horror movie characters, like, I can't think of a lot of horror movie characters that pop up in a sequel that becomes so, like, well-loved and relevant. Like, I can't think of that situation happening. Yeah, and I can't. Like, it's like catching lightning in a bottle. Like, yeah, Bill Moseley's Chop Top was amazing. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Apparently Not Charging really wants me to answer some question he asked, because he's saying, come on, but I'm not getting to it. Oh, shit, no. No. My cat is trying to get on my lap. Get out of here, you... it caused me to glitch out. Damn cat. Fucking me up. Oh, now I gotta fix my face. There we go. Fucking cat. God damn it. Oh, let's see, what chat did I miss? That was fucking weird. Let's see. Okay, Prince Dragonair says, opinion on the original cast of Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Well, I think they were good for... Well, Gunnar Hansen was amazing. Like, definitely fucking amazing. But, yeah, they actually, all the cast was really good. They did all they need to do. I can't think of anyone in the cast that did poorly. All the family, though, was fucking spectacular. Matthew Kraft says, abuse after I got my cat off my lap. He was getting on my lap without my consent. It was not abuse. I didn't fucking hurt him or anything. I just got him off my lap. Fucking sucks. Like, he scratches at me. Like, he's a dickhead. I hate that cat. I hate that cat so much. Just trying to get attention without my consent. It's fucked up. Like, don't do that, cats out there watching this video. Let's see. And rest in peace, indeed, to Gunnar Hansen, says Eddie Herta. Oh, let's see. What else we got here? What other questions we got? I think I'm going to be wrapping it up, so I think maybe this will be the last question. Let's see what this question holds, and I guess after I do this, I'll find out how well this stream went lip sync-wise. Oh, boy. What is my cat's name? Well, this won't be the last question. It's Jump Scare, and it fucking jump scares me all the time. That's why his name is Jump Scare. Okay, let's see. Your thoughts on... No, that's not going to be the last question. My thoughts on Portal. It's a good game, but I need a more substantial question. Your favorite version of Michael Myers? Well, yeah, it's the original. Yeah, that's kind of safe to say. Need a better question. Let's see. Just one last question. Let's see. Well, you do a review of a YouTube series or a movie? Nah. Where is Goulash? Well, I guess that's a decent last question. He's somewhere. Well, he's in the basement. Like, I guess I kind of rearranged the Wolfula in the past couple of months. So now now I got this nice fancy little study where I get to make all my videos, and I kind of just have locked Goulash away down in the basement of the Wolfula, like down deep below, where he can't bother me, where he, you know, when I need him to appear in a video, like, he will, but not right now. Like, right now, he's just holed away, he's just being an announcer for videos, like, I don't need him right now. In the future, I will, but, oh, man, I feel like my lip sync is a little, iffy. Let's fix that. Okay, I think, hopefully I fixed it. But if I didn't, that's a good cue to get out of here. Okay, but first, Lou Mail donated. Favorite scene from Nightmare on Elm Street? I'd have to say the, let me think. What was the best scene in that fucking movie? What was that? What was the best scene? I don't want to say the long arms, like that's one of the most memorable ones, but it's kind of silly. Oh, actually, yeah, it's safe to say that Johnny Depp getting murdered was just fucking amazing. Like, just getting chewed up in a bed, like, just great. Just fucking great. Like, yeah, that's a great scene. Just him becoming just this milkshake of blood, that's just amazing. Alrighty, I'm going to be heading out now, but before I go, I'm just going to plug my social media accounts. So, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Dr. Wolfula. And also, feel free to support me on Patreon if you can. You know, if you got the spare cash. There'll be some exclusive content there. And actually, tomorrow, Saturday night, I'm going to have a stream of... I think I'm going to be streaming Night of the Creeps. So you'll get to see just a little bit of exclusive... exclusive content tomorrow. Like, it only costs $3 to access the streams. Well, actually, $1 to access the streams. But if you want to access the... let me think. If you want to access the archive copy of the stream, yeah, it'll be $3. But otherwise, just $1 to watch the stream live. Alright, gonna be heading out now. Thank you for joining me. I've been Dr. Wolfula. Bye, everybody. Hopefully this stream turned out okay. I really hope so. I'm scared. I'm scared to watch.